I don't want to call it a problem, but one of the most important aspects of our relationship today between the quote unquote global North and the quote unquote global South is that we're at a turning point. We're coming to a point where I think we in the North can actually stop imposing our way of doing things. And you in the global South need to take responsibility.
Sure, I like that.
For your own future. So when you tell me how do we help the farmers, then I'm saying
yes. Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me how we're gonna do it.
Tell me how you're going to do it.
Yes.
Tell me you can do it on your own. And if you can't,
yes.
What do you need? What you need from me?
Exactly.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. You need to build a road. You need to build a market. You need the soil. You decide for yourself.
I like that. I like that because I was talking to someone about the same thing. We as Kenyans, Africans, we need to decide what we want.
And then if we can help,
then
gladly we'll help.
Exactly. We don't need that imposing kind of, because what I've also found out is that our data, because when you're bringing a program into the community, you need to have rich data. So if your data is not rich and is not based on the community characteristics, when you bring the program in, it's going to fail because people are going to reject that.
Exactly.
So I've been advocating for ethnographic studies, where you study the community in depth and then get to understand what do they need and what can we do.
And what can you do?
What can I do?
Exactly.
Like right
and then
now,
if I can help,
yes,
gladly.
Great. Like right now,
I'm not going to continue telling you what you have to think.
I like that.
Or what you have to want.
Or what you have to do.
Well, when I say what you have to think or what you have to want, that goes even further than what you have to do.
Sure.
Right? I have to stop telling you what you have to want.
Amazing. Like right now, I'm working with small-scale farmers in providing them with that information that you need to have your soil tested.
Well,
because when you sell, this is the thing, when you do soil testing, it increases the produce productivity.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that is one. Number two, it gives the nutrients to the end user. So as a small-scale farmer, you don't lose.
But that's on that thing. The idea of not telling you what you want, what you have to want, is much broader than just in agriculture. It's true. The whole development, the whole society. I think the world has come in our relationship especially between Europe and Africa. We're at a watershed. We're at a very important moment. So Kenya's been independent for 60 years,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And let's assume for a moment the colonial era started in 1905, and Kenya became independent in 1963.
Yes.
So Kenya has pretty soon, well, actually it's already happened, Kenya has been independent longer than it was ever a colony.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Secondly, and that's going to happen in every African country in the next couple of years.
Yes.
Every African country will soon have been independent longer than it was a colony. Round about the same time,
yes,
African countries will have presidents, heads of state, who were born in the independent country of which they're a head of state. Right?
Yeah.
Kenya's already there.
It is there.
Yeah?
It is there.
President Ruto was born after independence.
True.
President Kenyatta was not born after independence. He was born in 1961.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
He was a little boy, but he was born before independence.
It's true.
President Ruto was born after independence.
Sure.
I think that's a watershed. I think those 2 points in history, the point where you've been independent longer than you were a colony, and the point where you have a president that was born in your independent country, I think we need to look at that as a watershed where we change our relationship, where we reset our relationship. Like I said, where we stop telling you what you have to want.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And maybe, at the same time, you can acknowledge that some of the stuff that's going wrong now, here,
yes,
doesn't find, not all of the stuff that's going wrong finds its origin 200 years ago.
It's true.
Some of the stuff that's going wrong now
True.
started after.
After. It's true. You're right.
Right?
You're right.
So if you acknowledge that, and we acknowledge that we have to stop telling you what you have to want, we've
Wow.
reset our relationship.
Sure.
No?
That's amazing.
Don't you think?
I do think so. That is really amazing, because even there are some projects that after colonization we were not able to sustain them, and if we did, we would be a little bit further than where we are right
maybe.
now. Amazing. That is very amazing. It is. It is. And rethinking our relationship
Yeah.
is very important as we move forward. And there's no one, see, when you said that the food security system is complex, it's long, you know, there's the production, the distribution, there's the retail. You can't do it all. You have chosen the small scale farmers, isn't it? Someone else has to come and help in distribution, and another one in retail. And then we are going to have to work together to achieve that, without one party imposing to the other what you need.
You decide what you want, and if you think we can help, we think we can help,
Yes.
then gladly.
Wow.
But let's make that the conversation rather than us making conditions and you assuming that you're going to get it for free.
True. I like that.
Right?
I like that. I like that, as assuming you're going to...
Isn't that that's an adult relationship?
It is an adult relationship, and that's what we
Exactly.
need. And Kenya has gotten to that point where we...
I think so.
Yes.
And you know, with my history, like you said, having finished secondary school here, Kenya's been part of me for 50 years.
Sure.
Yeah, my dad first arrived here in 1975, so that's almost 50 years ago.
Yes.
So I know I think I know how we can have an adult relationship.
Wow. Please educate us.
Because I've been watching it for so long. No, I don't need to educate you. Really not. You know enough. You educate me. You educate me. You tell me what you need.
Yeah.
And if I can, I will.
If you can have time, maybe you can visit this mosque.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yes, and see what.
Yeah, I'd love to.
And maybe if there's something you can help in that,
Sure.
then you help in
Let's do it.
that, because that's what we need. As much as we have skills and we have and you have skills, we need to combine
Sure.
them and achieve something great.
But